Well, good morning and welcome to today's video. I hope you guys are well. Today I'm back in Hampshire and I'm back in the New Forest, and I'm at a little place called James's Hill. I think it's called James's Hill. I'll double check that and put it down below for you. I've just sort of driven up towards where I was last time I came here to Boulderwood, but I just thought what I would do today is pull over into one of the many car parks that's here and have a little explore, have a little wander around and see what I can find. Now, we were promised, I was promised mist, sunlight, fantastic conditions, and so I've driven for 2 hours, left home about 5:30 this morning to get here, and well, as you can see, it's grey, it's overcast and not very misty. But that's okay, the colours are fantastic, the autumn colours are out and they're absolutely fantastic, so hopefully it will brighten up a little bit later, and I've got plenty of time to have a little wander and a little explore today. So what I'm going to do really is just have a little look around. I've got no plans, I've got no agenda, just going to have a little wander, a little explore, see what we can find, hopefully get some nice photos, and yeah, take it from there. Well, it hasn't taken me long to find the first image. I'm only about a minute from the car. Let's be honest, let's just get this out of the way straight away. We have got no light. The light here is very, very flat, very grey, it's very overcast. Although looking up, maybe we might get a bit of sun as the day goes on. We shall see, but right now it's very flat, very grey. So basically what I'm going to try and concentrate on for this part of the shoot anyway are the real sort of earthy tones. It'll probably be very low contrast, very sort of brown and orange and yellow and that sort of real earthy colour and sort of that sort of quite muted images. So bearing all that in mind, first shot I've got here, like I said, not far from the car, just come across this. We've got this fallen tree here, and basically you've got this sort of limb of the tree that's sort of sticking up and bending itself over, but also there's sort of a bit of the tree in the foreground and then the main trunk, I think, going off into the distance a little bit, and that's quite nice because it's sort of running throughout the image. And then you've got this gone off bracken which is really dying off now and giving you this real lovely sort of brown earthy colour. And then in the background you've got some very green, I think that's holly on the right hand side. I'm not sure what the tree is on the left, but it's very green, very sort of, I'm not going to say vibrant because nothing's vibrant in this light, but it's very verdant green. And then just through the back you've got a little bit of colour just in the top right hand corner, where some of the trees are just showing their autumn colours. Now it's quite a complex image, and I'm not quite sure whether I really like this left hand side of the shot too much, but the trouble is if I were to move it across to the right slightly, I'm going to start to introduce some of these horrible branches in a bit more than I've already got, and I don't like that. So I think we'll just keep it as it is for now and take this image. It's the first one of the day, and look, everybody, well, I certainly do anyway, I always have a few images first up that are almost like sort of warm-up images, and whether this one's any good or not, I don't know, but I quite like it. It's like I said, it's a complex image. I'm shooting at 50mm, by the way, 1.3 seconds at ISO 100, f14. It's a very, very dull day, but there's no wind, so I can shoot at these long shutter speeds without getting any movement. So yeah, so that's it, first shot of the day in the bag, and let's take a look at it. So I'm in this little area here where there's a lot of real mature trees, big old trees, and they've got some beautiful, like yellow, rusty, orangey yellow leaves on them. And I'm doing something that I don't normally do. So normally if I'm taking an image of a tree like this, I'll try and incorporate the trunk of the tree along with the, you know, some of the overarching branches, for instance. But here I've gone a little bit more abstract. So basically I've just got this one sort of limb that's coming out here, and I'm zoomed in quite a lot. I'm at actually about 100 mil. And what I've got is I've got the limb coming in from the right hand side, and all above it you've got these beautiful rusty coloured leaves, and then below it you've got this lovely sort of gone off bracken, and it's in the middle there's a little gap of green. So it's kind of like a little 3-part story, and it's almost like the branches are like the borders between the 3 different types of colour. So, and it kind of works. I kind of really like it actually. It's something very different for me, and also has a lovely bit of light, not really light, just a lighter area through the back on the left hand side, which I can hopefully emphasize in post. Now like I said, it's something very different from me. It's not the sort of shot I normally take, but I really love the way the branches are kind of separating out the colours. They're kind of like, you know, holding them, so it's difficult to explain. Sounds a bit stupid probably, but it's like the lower branches like holding that bracken down, and then there's a bit in the middle where you've got the green, and then the upper branches sort of holding that lovely sort of orangey colour of leaf up. And I think it works. Why don't you take a look and let me know what you think. So it's lovely here, really quiet. I've only seen like 2 people when they were together, walking a couple of dogs. And I've been here for quite a while now. It's a lovely little spot. And I really haven't walked that far. I've just, I'm probably still only about 5-10 minute walk away from the car. I feel I've gone a bit experimental here with this shot as well. I don't know whether this place is bringing out my sort of inner Picasso or something, but I'm not taking the shots that I normally take at all. This one is really messy, but good messy, and I really love it. Basically what I've got here is another fallen tree, and it's just all tangled up, and you've got like the main trunk of the tree sort of forming a diagonal that's going sort of from the bottom right hand corner, not quite, but if it were to carry on through the bracken, you would see it in the bottom right hand corner up towards the top left hand corner, and then you've got these 2 sort of very bright branches of the tree that are sort of sticking up on the right hand side, and then lovely sort of rusty colour all around it, and the browns at the bottom of the bracken. And I'm shooting it like literally as fully zoomed as I can at 105 millimeters here, and it's a messy scene. There's a lovely little orange bracken as well, just sitting there on the bottom right left hand third, which looks quite nice as well. I don't know, I think that's kind of complementing it all, but it's a messy, odd, tangly shot. But I actually gonna have another look just to make sure I do. No, I do. I really like it. I mean, you have a look and let me know what you think. Is it an absolute mess? Is it a, you know, excuse my French, is it a shit show of a shot, or is it just something very interesting? It's kind of one of those. I think if you squint your eyes and look at the scene, it kind of works. But will it work with all of the little strands of tangle going on? That's another matter. Anyway, I'm going to post it up, whether I like it or not. I'm going to edit it when I get home. I'm going to post it up so you can have a look at it, and you can let me know what you think. But it's very, very not me, and I think I actually quite love it. Take a look at this. What a beautiful tree. What a sad thing to happen to it, but what beautiful greens, and the way that the light's catching them here, the soft light, looks absolutely fantastic. I think I'm going to have to try and get a shot of this somehow. I'm not quite sure how, but yeah, I feel like it needs to be documented. We've got a nice bit of interest through the background as well, so this could actually work out quite well. Let's have a little setup and see what we can do. Well, I think I'm going to shoot it from here. I really like the colours in the background actually. I love the way the light, as I said, I love the way the light is just playing on that green of that moss or lichen or whatever it is that's covering that tree. And I feel like I want to document what's happened as well, as I said before. So what I've basically got here is I've got the main part of the tree on the left hand side of the image on the far left, and then the fallen part sort of leading off from left to right, but you've also got some really nice light in the background. So it's a little tunnel and pathway going off into the distance here, but you've also got this tree at the back, and it's sort of like doing this out into the tops of the image. And there's a little bit of sky in this, but actually I don't mind it. I actually quite like the little bit of sky because it's not too bright and not too contrasty. It adds a little bit to the image actually. So yeah, what am I shooting at? I'm shooting at around about 55, 60 mil, something like that. And I really like it. I think that's going to work out really well. So 0.8 of a second, f14, ISO 100. The rest is history, as they say. So yeah, let me know what you think about this one. I really like it. I think it's really sad, but also I think it makes a really nice image. So with that, I think I'm going to start to head back to the car now. I do believe there are going to be some more images before I get back. So if I do take any, I will pop them up at the end of this video. So stick around for that. The light hasn't played ball, let's be honest. It's been very, very overcast, but I've had a lovely day today. I've had a really enjoyable morning. Been taking shots that I don't normally take, as you will have seen. And I've really enjoyed it. So yeah, so from this lovely part of the New Forest, which has been a pleasure. I will see you again soon. Goodbye.